Up in the ring is Boyd Pierce. Let's pick him up and introduce this event.
Introducing your semifinal event of the evening, 2 out of 3 falls with a 45-minute time limit for the Texas Tag Team title. Ladies and gentlemen, on my right at a combined weight of 530 pounds, Playboy Gary Hart presents the challengers for the title from Waxahachie, Texas, Killer Brooks and Dick Murdoch. And across the ring, around their midsection, proudly wearing the Texas Tag Team titles in the white corner, the champions Jose Lothario and Alberto Madril. There'll be 2 referees for this title match, Bronco Lubitsch and Danny McShane.
So there you have all the particulars. And this battle officially for the Texas State title, you see referee Bronco Lubitsch taking the belts over and giving them to timekeeper Mike Williams for safekeeping, a tradition, and I don't know where it started, but generally the belts for any title match in wrestling have always rested with the timekeeper, in addition to his other duties of taking care of the time itself. So the man in the strange-looking hat, Dick Murdoch, is the cousin of the man with the beard, Killer Brooks, and they should make a good pair, like brothers who have often trained together as kids. They grew up in wrestling together. Murdoch's father was Frank Murdoch, and Brooks was a cousin. So Dick's father was his uncle, and so was Paul Murdoch, the former farmer Jones. And now it boils down to the pair of them trying to win the Texas State title. They are Texans. They come from the area in and around Waxahachie, where Jose Lothario, of course, comes from Mexico, while Alberto Madril is from the West Coast. And they, too, make a great pair. Their styles blend. And Brooks, that time, was trying to get Madril in the ring, and he only had to ask once. And Madril came right through the ropes and into action. Oh, man, he gave him the wallop of the night. He laid one right in against the eye of Killer Brooks, right alongside of the nose, and Murdoch is complaining. Gary Hart, down on the chair, has not risen to protest that maneuver, but Murdoch did. And Murdoch is doing the sounding off. Murdoch is howling about the things that are happening behind Killer Brooks. There's one bit of temptation that I can see right now as as Brooks comes near Lothario. He has a pigtail hanging down the back of his neck, and there must be an awful temptation to just reach out and grab that string of hair and do something with it. First fall of a 3-fall match. Murdoch now being maneuvered close to the corner. And Brooks gives the word to his cousin and then almost fell into the trap. Lothario was right behind him. And Madril is sharp tonight. Not that you can pick out any particular night and say he's sharp, because he is usually in a sharp mode. Lothario, guy who always looks like he's enjoying wrestling. There was no touch. Murdoch didn't belong in the ring. Neither does Madril, but Madril is being told to go out. That leaves Brooks and Lothario. Lothario is being worked over. Here comes Madril racing around the outside of the ring and backing Gary Hart up in the corner. And we've got Madril backing away from Dick Murdoch. He saw a chair in Murdoch's hands. He went back and grabbed one of his own. There you see the policeman putting the chair back on the floor so that he can sit on it. Now Jose's fans screaming for Jose. There's the touch. It brings in Brooks again. He goes after unprotected ribs. That Murdoch is big and that Murdoch is tough. He's a rugged individual. So Lubitsch looks. Lothario pushes away from that corner. He's bright orange wrestling attire, standing out in that ring boldly. Then the orange always does stand out boldly. And referee Lubitsch is standing up there to watch what Murdoch was doing, and Murdoch was forced to tag and come in. Now, we don't find any relief for Lothario. He's going to have to make his own. And Lothario is pushing Murdoch over toward the corner. There's the touch. Murdoch has not stayed in that ring very long. Last time Brooks was in this ring, he suffered a badly sprained ankle. The past 3 weeks, he has nursed it back into shape. So Brooks clamps it on him. He works on that neck, pulls that head in there, uses his chest as a means of getting the pressure. There's the touch. Double teaming. Oh. Oh, and Murdoch just caught a blistering wallop on the jaw. Lothario is trying to maneuver over where Madril is eager and anxious to get in the ring, but every time Madril has stepped in, he has been stopped, and it has left Lothario in a difficult position, an uncomfortable position, an untenable position. So Brooks takes charge, lays those boots in there. I'll tell you one thing, if you got to be kicked by fancy boots, the ones that Murdoch is wearing are just about as fancy as you're going to see in a day's march. The pressure again on the neck of Jose Lothario. Lothario managed to throw him. There is a touch, and in comes a fight. Alberto Madril, and listen to the uproar as he comes through with the equalizer and spreads this around. And very hard gets blasted off of the apron. In comes Lothario. We've got all 4 of them in the ring with Gary Hart making sure he's out on that floor. Brooks is hung up in the ropes. And they're trying. That ought to help their cause. You see Hart trying to extricate Killer Brooks. There is a slightly battered Killer. Leg dive puts Brooks in a position now to keep Madril on the canvas, and it gives Murdoch an opportunity to drag him out of that ring. And here's Lothario to the rescue, but we've got Alberto Madril on the floor. Cold Coliseum concrete, and he's back there. Another kick from Killer Brooks. And it puts Madril in trouble again. They're coming around behind us now, walking over toward the corner. Give Madril a chance to maneuver into that ring, but he finds Brooks is more than ready for him. Killer Brooks. They're trying to work. Oh, man. He crashed the edge of that chair down into the knee of Alberto Madril. He was out on the floor. The leg was out of the ring. And the leg is in the ring now. And Dick Murdoch uses every bit of his 265 pounds to try to flatten that leg and to hurt the knee. And here comes Brooks. And now Brooks belongs in, Murdoch belongs out. But he belonged out before he held Alberto Madril in that position where Brooks could hurt him. Jose is being warned by the referee to stay out of the ring. And Madril tries to fight his way to touch. But that leg just wouldn't make it. This is the first fall of a 2 out of 3 fall battle for the Texas Tag Team title. And the teamwork, the rugged, tough teamwork of Murdoch and his cousin Tim Brooks is beginning to be evident. So Murdoch now still in command of that leg. And of course, the longer they work on it, the more the punishment compounds. The touch. And Dick Murdoch. Oh, man. He landed hard, but he touched before he went up. He goes for a Japanese leg lock. He's got Alberto Madril in a position that may... No, he didn't. He managed to get saved by Jose Lothario, but whether that save is going to be sufficient is hard to tell. The longer he stays in that ring, the more difficult it is, and the greater the probability that he will not be able to return for the second fall. And that could put Lothario on his own. Lothario trying to reach, Madril trying to stretch, and Murdoch trying to maul Madril into defeat. And it's an angry crowd of fans here that are roaring against Murdoch. But here comes Lothario. He prevented Murdoch that time by his presence. He prevented Murdoch from using the chair, and he also managed to belt the hard-headed Brooks with a chair. We could have a touch. There's a touch. In comes Lothario. This crowd goes crazy, but Lothario ran right smack into a right hand from Dick Murdoch. And he is in trouble quickly. And here they're trying the same tactics on Jose Lothario. And again, he drives that edge of that chair down into the leg of Jose Lothario and is trying to set him up to the back of his elbow. Here's Dickie Murdoch. Boom! There it is. The count was 3, and they cut him down by the legs, and they splattered them on the canvas with a weight.
11 minutes, 42 seconds, the challengers, Killer Brooks and Dick Murdoch.
So Gary Hart congratulates his 2 men, and we tell you that we will be back here for the second fall of this match after this word from the studio.
3, 2, 1, second fall.
So the bell sounds to start the second fall, and neither Jose Lothario nor Al Madril had risen to their feet during the 2-minute rest period. But Dick Murdoch was in there full of energy and showing the fans how much energy he had, and now he's demonstrating that to Jose Lothario. This is a tough moment for the Texas Tag Team Champions, although that one wallop is going to help. One wallop does not always make a win, and Jose is going to have to follow that up with something. We may have a fall. We've got a fall. We'll all be done. Jose Lothario tricked Dick Murdoch into telegraphing what he was going to do. He dove over him and came up with what we call the sunset flip. And now with a pair of them limping, Madril and Lothario limping, Murdoch and Brooks are complaining. They are trying to justify this to Gary Hart.
Ladies and gentlemen, may we remind you, please don't throw anything inside the city building. The policemen are here. You will be prosecuted.
We'll be back here in a moment after this word from the studio. Well, the bell has not yet sounded, but Lothario managed to pop Murdoch in the kisser, and then Madril grabbed hold of Brooks, and Jose repeated the wallop. There were a lot of hassling going on as they were complaining. There's the bell for the start of the third, the final, the deciding fall. But Brooks is not ready for the deciding fall. A very touching sight as they commiserate with each other on the outside of the ring and count their wounds. I don't know what Gary Hart can do to ease the pain, but evidently he tried. The complaint from Dick Murdoch has to do with the wallop that Jose Lothario threw, and Murdoch is bleeding from around the mouth, and he just spit out some blood, but he's liable to spit out some more. Whether Murdoch was intent on proving anything except an opportunity to get Lothario into that ring, I'm not into the corner, I'm not quite certain. But Lothario came over and was grabbed. Out on the floor, Alberto Madril, and here goes Dick Murdoch to try to take care of Madril. On the floor and in the corner and up in the ring, Lothario is trying to fight his way out of that corner where Tim Brooks had him cornered. Lothario at his best, his beat-busting, wallop-tossing best. And here's Madril. He has just returned the favor to Murdoch. Murdoch is off on the floor, and the crowd here goes crazy. You can see them as they dare Killer Brooks. I would say offhand, there are a lot of people I might dare, but with Murdoch and Brooks, I would be a little careful. Listen to the crowd as they howl for Lothario to lay it into Dick Murdoch and rip his head off. Madril doing yeoman work there and keeping Brooks from adding his weight into the decision between Lothario and Murdoch. Oh, he just laid one right across the eye that time. Madril remembers what happened to his legs. And now we've got, well, it's just Murdoch. Brooks has gone out. So it's one-on-one. What Murdoch there just pulled those arms back and exposed the ribs. Odd exchange, and to say he gave him one on the whiskers is to say it again and again. And Madril on top of Brooks. He's trying to set him up now. He's gone for the small package. He's got him wrapped up, but he's also got a foot in the face. And as Lothario comes in. It's with the intention of keeping him out. Oh, he just stopped him that time and stopped him beautifully. Madril driving head tackle. And very hard. Finds Bobby down. Hung up in the rope. Madril came off that top rope. The crowd is going absolutely stark, raving crazy, and you'll see them all over this place. But the winners, and still the Texas State Tag Team Champions, after a tremendous and uproarious third fall of this battle. But look at Murdoch. Whoa, Dick Murdoch just gave a back body drop to Madril, and we've got the pair of them now. There is no touching. The match is over. But Murdoch and Brooks are trying their best to prove to these fans that they, in essence, are the winners. But we've got more happening. This can't affect the verdict, but it can sure affect Brooks and Murdoch. Oh! A tremendous victory for the Texas Tag Team Champions. And we'll be back here in a moment after this word from the studio.